the Vermont Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired.
In this video, we'll learn how to clean a gas stovetop. Your stove may not be exactly the same as this one here, but they often share similar characteristics. It's just after breakfast and you want to clean your gas stove, but how to do so? Start by removing the grates. These tend to get very hot, so definitely be sure they are not. Set these aside nearby as they can be heavy. Next, remove the burner covers, the black discs pictured here. The white covers are only to provide contrast for this video. They are not part of gas stoves. Since stoves are often greasy and have cooked on food, use a little dish soap with water on your sponge or cloth. Section the stovetop off and wipe each section. I started with the indented area around the right burners, wiping first with the soft absorbent sponge side, followed by the scratchy scouring side. I then wiped the raised areas around the burners, near the outer edge to the front and then the center area, and repeated the process on the left side. Not to forget the backing, the upright wall behind the back burners. My stove has a touch panel with controls for the oven at the back of the stove, so I wiped this as well. Now for the front face, in this case where the burner knobs are located. You can wipe around these, but I find it easier to just remove them. To do so, simply pull the knob straight out. Wipe around the knob mounts on the stove front. Wipe the front and back of each knob. To replace the burner control knobs, locate the arrow or off indicator. Turn the knob so off is at 12 o'clock or straight up. This aligns the hole with the cut on the post and allows it to slide right on. Wipe all the parts of the stove face, including the oven door handle, the metal facing, and the stove window. And finally, the drawer at the bottom. I used my favorite grid technique to wipe so I wouldn't miss spots. Slide the drawer open a bit to wipe the top of the drawer handle. Place all the grates and burner covers into a sink of soapy water and let them soak for a few minutes to loosen any cooked-on food and oil. Then, one by one, wipe the spokes or metal pieces of each grate. And of course the backs. Rinse each and set in a drying rack or on a clean towel and dry. The sponge or cloth you used may now be greasy. Wash it by putting more dish soap on it, bending it in half on the scouring pad side, and vigorously rubbing the sides together. Repeat until the sponge is cleaner, and rinse vigorously as well. Replace the burner covers on each burner, making sure each is centered. On this stove, the covers fit into slots that can be felt. Replace the grates, making sure each is centered over a burner and oriented properly. And that's it. One nice, shiny, ready-to-go-again stove. Happy cooking!
If you or a loved one needs assistance coping with vision loss, contact the Vermont Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired at 802-863-1358. Or to learn more, go to our website, www.vabvi.org.